So in this class, we will see another application of the diode is clipper circuits. Okay. So what is a clipper and how do we construct the circuits using diodes? And what are the different types of clipper circuits? All those things we will see today. So the process by which the shape of the sinusoidal signal is altered by transmitting through a nonlinear network is called nonlinear wave shaping. Okay. So generally nonlinear diode is a nonlinear element. Okay. The circuit constructed using this nonlinear element, we call it as a nonlinear network. And the input to this nonlinear network is a sinusoidal signal. So therefore, if I want to change the shape of the sinusoidal signal, or if the sinusoidal signal shape is altered by transmitting through this circuit, and when we see the output at the output of this nonlinear network, then we will see some portion of the waveform is clipped off or sliced away, or there will be some change in the level, DC levels. So all those things happens for a sinusoidal signal. Then we call that particular process is called as a nonlinear wave shaping process. Wave shaping, that means sinusoidal wave, the shape is altered by passing it through a nonlinear network. So generally nonlinear network is a network which consists of nonlinear devices connected in it. So what is a nonlinear device that we have studied? It is the PN junction diode. So we connect to PN junction diode in different fashions in the circuit so that the output is altered compared with the input. Input is a sinusoidal signal. The shape of the sinusoidal signal is altered at the output, and that process we call it as a nonlinear wave shaping. Okay. So there are different types of nonlinear wave shaping networks. Those are classified as clippers and clampers. Okay. So clippers are nothing but which you are used to remove unwanted portion of the waveform. Okay, some portion of the waveform you don't want, then you just slice it off or cut it off, remove that portion. So that one we call it as a clipper. Okay. Next, clamper is nothing but it is a circuit which is used to add or restore DC level to a signal. So actually sinusoidal signal is a pure AC. Okay. Pure AC. Suppose if you want to add some DC to that, then there will be a shift in the waveform, either in the positive direction or in the negative direction. But if you see the sinusoidal signal, the swing of the sinusoidal signal is across the zero axis, zero level, x-axis at zero. The positive side and negative side both are symmetrical in nature with respect to amplitude. So the DC of a AC signal is zero, because the DC is nothing but average. If you take a full sine wave signal from 0 to pi, the area in the positive direction is same as the area in the negative direction. Okay, therefore the average value will be exactly 0. So if the average value is 0, nothing but the DC value is 0. So if you want to add some DC to the sinusoidal signal, which is AC, then what happens? The sinusoidal signal shape will remain as it is, but there will be shift in that sinusoidal signal, which will not start at origin. Generally, sinusoidal signal starts at origin and it takes the swing in positive direction as well as negative direction and so on. But if you add DC, it will not start at origin. It may start somewhere at the positive value of the voltage or somewhere at the negative value of the voltage, depending upon how much of the DC you are adding or what DC you are adding, positive DC or negative DC. Depending upon that, the waveform shifts either in the positive direction, positive Y direction, or the waveform shifts towards the positive negative Y direction. But actually AC signal will be having its swing across the zero axis, zero level on the x-axis. So that is what is a clamper. Clamper adds DC level to a signal. Clipper removes the unwanted portion of the waveform. So clipper will remove the unwanted portion, means some that sine waveform will be there, right? In that sine waveform, some portion will be sliced away. So these two networks, clippers and clampers, we call them as nonlinear wave shaping networks. Okay, and these operation of these two circuits, clippers and clampers, depends on the operation of the diode. You know how the operation of the diode takes place. The diodes are operated based on the biasing voltage that is applied across the diode. If the diode is forward biased, it acts like a short circuit. Short circuit for ideal diode is nothing but its forward resistance is 0 and cut-in voltage is 0 and RR is infinity, reverse resistance is infinity. For practical diode, we take a simplified model or constant voltage model where you will be having the cut-in voltage along with the forward resistance. Sometimes we can assume forward resistance as 0 and only V gamma is taken. Okay, so that we call it as a constant voltage model or simplified model. Okay, with RF is equal to 0. So ideal diode V gamma is 0. Practical diode V gamma is not equal to 0. It will be 0.3 volts for germanium or 0.7 volts for silicon. Okay, or whatever may be the cut-in voltage that we get it for the taken diode or used diode in the circuit. So the diode conducts when it is forward biased and acts as a short circuit. The diode does not conduct when it is reverse biased and acts as a open circuit. That means if you want to analyze the operation of clipper circuit or clamper circuit, the most important element in these circuits is a diode. So to analyze the operation, then you should know how the diode behaves for forward biased voltage and reverse biased voltages. You know what is meant by forward biased voltage. If the anode voltage is greater than cathode voltage, then the diode is said to be forward biased. If the anode voltage is less than cathode voltage, then the diode is said to be reverse biased. That means we have to check the amplitudes of the voltages at anode terminal of the diode and cathode terminal of the diode, and we have to see which is greater and which is lesser. Based on that, I can say the diode is forward biased or reverse biased. If the diode is forward biased, simply remove the diode and put a short circuit. If the diode is reverse biased, simply open circuit it. So then the remaining portion of the circuit, we can just analyze and take the output voltage. Okay. And if it is a practical diode, if the diode is forward biased, replace that with a battery of V gamma. And if the diode is reverse biased, it will be just open circuit. Okay. So the difference between ideal diode and constant voltage model is, if the diode is forward biased, just make a short circuit in ideal case. If the diode is forward biased, just replace the diode with a battery of V gamma. Okay. So these two are the very important things. In the reverse bias, whether it is ideal diode or a practical diode, the reverse resistance is infinity and it is just open circuit. Okay, for ideal diode or practical diode, reverse biased condition, it is just open circuit. But for forward biased condition, if the diode is ideal, then you have to short circuit. If the diode is a practical, then you have to put a battery with 0.7 volts for silicon. Mostly, if anything is not given, by default you have to assume it as a silicon and take it as 0.7 volts. Okay, so that is about the basic introduction about nonlinear wave shaping circuits. Then this is just showing you the examples of diode conduction. Okay, I have just told this when we are discussing the rectifiers also. When the anode voltage and cathode voltages are taken, both positive, both negative, one is positive, the other is 0 or vice versa, and both one is positive, one is negative, all different conditions. We have compared anode voltage with cathode voltage, and we have told whether the diode is conducting or non-conducting. Here also the same examples were given. Okay, so the diode, in the first case, the diode VI is generally input voltage, is a sinusoidal voltage. That's why we get both combinations, positive voltage as well as negative voltage. Okay, so that's why VI greater than 0 you will get, which is positive voltage. VI less than 0 you will get, which is negative voltage. Okay, so these two cases. So when VI is greater than 0, so the input voltage is positive voltage. So when anode is positive voltage and it is increasing from 0, then definitely the diode is in the on state. Okay. Next, VA is less than 0. Well, VA is less than 0 means what? It is increasing in the negative direction. So anode is becoming negative then the diode is off. Okay. So similarly, if the diode is in the reverse direction, okay, so diode can be placed either in the in this direction, forward direction, or in the reverse direction. So all possibilities of connection of the diodes, I am showing it here. If the diode is connected, cathode side is connected to the input side, input voltage, and anode is connected to the output voltage. In this case, is anode is output, cathode is connected to input. In this case, it is anode is input side, cathode is output side. So two cases are possible. We may connect the diode in the forward direction or in the reverse direction between input and output. So in both the possibilities, you have to check whether this diode is on or off. Okay. Now, so in the second case, Vi is connected with cathode. Okay. Now Vi is less than 0. So cathode is there and Vi is less than 0. Then it is opposite to the first case where anode is having Vi greater than 0. Then Vi is positive. Therefore, it could able to conduct. But in the second case, Vi is less than 0 negative. So negative voltage is applied to the cathode. Okay. So then that will be in the on state, and positive voltage is applied to the cathode, then that will be the off state. So it is opposite to the first case, For positive voltages, if the diode is on in the forward direction, in the reverse direction, negative voltages it will be on. Okay, and so on. Similarly, if you want to compare the voltages between anode and cathode, here it is anode and here cathode. Cathode also I am connecting with another. Here the cathode voltage is actually 0. So there is no battery connected here. DC voltage here is 0. So here it is almost 0 volts. 0 volts. Now I am just comparing on the cathode side here, which is positive one time, which is negative one time, and the other one is positive one time. I am comparing that with the 0 volts on the anode side. Similarly, in the first case, anode is having positive and negative. Okay, I am comparing that with the 0 volts on the right side. So that is, there is no battery connected, DC voltage connected at the output. Now here I have a battery with positive terminal connected to the cathode plus VR. So now I have to compare this Vi on the anode side with VR on the cathode side. Okay, now when I can say this diode D is on if the anode voltage is greater than the cathode voltage. What is anode voltage is Vi. What is cathode voltage is VR plus VR. So if you see from this point of cathode terminal, what is the battery terminal connected there is positive. So plus VR is that one. So therefore, Vi is greater than VR. That means anode voltage is greater than cathode voltage. Then the diode is on. Now in the reverse case, suppose your anode voltage is less than the this is fixed actually. This battery VR is fixed. Okay, this voltage is fixed, which is plus VR. But here the Vi is actually a sinusoidal signal which is not fixed. It is taking positive direction as well as negative direction. That's why we have got the two conditions: Vi greater than VR, Vi less than VR. So it is taking positive direction, negative direction. It is variable. So this Vi is variable, but VR is fixed. Therefore, when Vi is greater than VR, then diode is on. Vi is less than VR, diode is off. And if you interchange the polarities of the diode in this case, second case, the other side, it will be opposite. Okay, this is now cathode, this is now anode. Okay, now Vi is less than VR, the diode is on. Vi is greater than VR, diode is off. Okay, so similarly, now here we have taken the fixed positive voltage here. In the next diagram, we'll take fixed negative voltage. This is fixed, but you see the terminal of the battery, negative is connected to the cathode. Cathode voltage is now negative, and anode voltage is changing into positive as well as negative because it is a sine wave form. It is changing its direction, positive as well. It is getting all the values from 0 to Vm, then again Vm2 minus Vm and Vm minus Vm to 0. It is having a swing, a complete swing, which is taking the positive amplitudes as well as negative amplitudes. Therefore, the input is a variable. But the cathode voltage is fixed at negative voltage, minus VR. Now I have to compare this minus VR with the input. Now input is changing. Suppose Vi is greater than minus VR. Vi is greater than minus VR, diode is on. Okay, Vi is greater than VR, nothing but what? Anode is greater than cathode. Now, if anode is less than cathode, then Vi is less than minus VR, diode is off. When the diode is interchanged like this, direction is reversed, then your cathode is this side, anode is this side. Now it will be reversed. Okay, Vi is less than minus VR is diode is on. Vi is greater than minus VR is diode is off. Okay, so it is just in all the cases, all the 6 cases, if you see, okay, if the anode voltage is greater than cathode voltage, then only your diode is on. You can just check in all the 6 cases. The anode voltage should be greater than the cathode voltage, then only the diode is on. Okay, so anywhere you can randomly check somewhere. I'll just show. So in this case, suppose if you see, what is the anode voltage here? Plus VR. Okay, so what now this plus VR, this is the input voltage is VA. Okay, now this VR anode voltage anode voltage VA and cathode voltage VK. So this VA is greater than VK, then only the diode is on, right? Now VA is what? VR greater than VK is what? VI. So is it not VR greater than VI? But I have written in the opposite direction. The VI is less than. If VR is greater than VI, can't we write VI is less than VR? Both are same. So that's what is written. VI is less than VR. The diode is on. That means what? In this case, anode voltage is greater than the cathode voltage, or cathode voltage is less than the anode voltage. So VI is cathode voltage. VR is anode voltage. So cathode voltage is less than anode voltage, or anode voltage is greater than cathode voltage. Both are same. Under that case, the diode is on. Otherwise, the diode is off. So any case of all these 6, you can check anode voltage should be greater than the cathode voltage. Then only the diode is on. Otherwise, it is off. Okay. So if you understand these 6 diagrams with positive reference voltage, negative reference voltages, or zero voltage, so you can compare all the amplitudes, possible amplitudes, and you can tell when the diode is on, when the diode is off. Simple logic is always anode voltage should be greater than cathode voltage for the diode to be on. If the anode voltage is less than cathode voltage, then the diode is off. This is just the simple logic. In all the 6 diagrams, we have followed the same logic. Okay, very, very important. With this knowledge, now we can construct the clipper circuits, and we can analyze when the diode is on, when the diode is off. On means you have to simply take the short circuit or battery of 0.7 volts. In case of practical, ideal is short circuit. And in reverse, if it is off, simply open circuit. That's all. We need not connect anything in place of diode. Just remove the diode and make it open circuit in the reverse when the diode is off. Okay. So that is about the diode conduction. Next, clipping. Now we go to clipper circuits, or clipping circuits, or clipper circuits. The circuits which are used to clip off unwanted portion of the waveform without distorting the remaining portion of the waveform are called as clipper circuits or clippers. And clipper circuits are also called as voltage or current limiter circuits, or they are also called as slicer circuits or amplitude selectors. Okay, so some examples of clipping we can see. Here I will draw the input waveforms. Okay, here I will draw the output waveforms, and I will show what are actually the clipping input output waveform should be. Okay, input should be always a sinusoidal signal like this. Suppose you don't want the negative portion of the waveform, so we will be getting the positive portion as it is, but the negative portion is clipped off. Then suppose second cycle, it is like this. Omega t is taken on the x-axis, input is taken on the y-axis, then your output V naught is on the y-axis, and omega t is taken on the x-axis. Then this is negative portion is clipped off. Okay, then only positive portion will remain. This is also the output of the half wave rectifier. So half wave rectifier is also one of the clipper network. Okay. So which is a clipping of which portion of the input waveform is clipped off. Negative portion of the input waveform is clipped off. So it is called as a negative clipper. So the negative positive input is having both positive cycle and negative cycle, but output is having only positive cycles. So the negative cycle is clipped off or sliced. Sliced nothing but what, just we cut the portion of the waveform, cutting. So that is the output. So why only at zero level? This is zero level. Okay. So at zero level it is clipped off. It need not be at zero level to be clipped off. It can be clipped off at any levels, negative level or positive level. Suppose if I want to clip off across this particular level, say this is minus VR. Okay, minus VR, negative. I want to clip off the bottom portion below the minus VR. Then your output waveform will be, okay. So your output waveform will be look like this. This is omega t. Output voltage is V0. Then the bottom portion, again I am taking it as a negative clipper. Negative clipper nothing but the negative portion from the selected level, it will be clipped off. What is the selected level? Reference voltage level I have selected is minus VR. So any voltage below minus VR will be clipped off, and above minus VR value will be retaining as it is. Then what will be the output voltage waveform you will be getting? So this positive cycle you will get as it is, and this is what is your minus VR. This is what is your minus VR. This is 0. So below minus VR, negative portion should be clipped off. Above the minus VR level, it should be transferred through the clipper circuit. So then it will come up to here. Actually, you should get this waveform. This is what is input. Now, if this portion is clipped off, then you will get a straight line here. Then you will be getting the remaining portion of the waveform. Again, a straight line. So that means this portion of the waveform is clipped off. Okay. So this is decided by what? By the minus VR reference level. So this is what we call it as a reference voltage. This is also there in the circuit. Okay, this is also there in the circuit. So the circuit clipper circuit will tell at what level the clipping has to happen, or it should be either in the positive direction or in the negative direction. Okay, all those things. So now what is happening here? The circuits which are used to clip off unwanted portion of the circuit, unwanted portion of the waveform. This portion is unwanted. Say I don't want that. I want to clip it off or remove it off or slice it off. Then without distorting the remaining part of the waveform. Remaining part of the waveform, is there any disturbance here? This is positive. Up to here it will be same. So from here to here, this entire waveform is same. There is no disturbance in the upper portion. But in the lower portion, it is completely clipped off. So the circuit which are used to clip off the unwanted portion of the waveform without distorting the remaining portion of the waveform, we call them as a clipper circuits. Okay. So these are also called as slicers or limiters. So it is not just the negative value, even you can do it in the positive direction also. Suppose this positive direction is plus VR. Then your output waveform can be V0 omega t. So this is plus VR. Okay, I want only upper portion to remain, the lower portion to be clipped off. Then what happens? This portion will, up to this portion, it will be 0. Then you will be getting, then it is 0. If you have to compare both the waveforms. Okay. So 0, then you will be getting, then 0. Then what happens? See, anything below plus VR, this portion of the waveform, anything below plus VR is clipped off. Okay, the above one is allowed. So all these are negative clippers. So negative portion is clipped off. Negative side is clipped off. We can even draw the positive clippers also. Positive clippers means the output can be positive is clipped off, negative can be allowed to pass. So like this for a reverse of a rectifier. Okay, so positive portion is clipped off, this is clipped off, negative portion is allowed. So these are called as positive clippers. Okay, so we can either clip off the positive side of the portion or negative side of the portion, or we can clip off both also, both positive side as well as negative side. Those are called as double clipper. Okay, single clipper or double clippers or two level clippers, single level clippers, two level clippers we can call. So this is all about the clippers introduction, and we'll see how the circuits are constructed to get this type of waveforms at the output. So now this is the classification, very important. All these clippers we will be looking at now. So the clippers are classified into two types: single level clippers, two level clippers, two level, single level. Okay. Now in single level clippers there are again series clippers, shunt clippers. Okay. The series and shunt clippers are classified based on how the diode is connected in the circuit. In the series clippers, if the diode is between D is between input and output. Series means what? Generally the diode is between input and output, then those are all called as series clippers. Connected in series is in series between input and output. How we can connect the diode in series between input and output? This way. This is input, this is output. Okay, so or the direction of the diode can also be interchanged. This is also series clipper. So if the diode is connected in series between input and output in either directions like this, then we call those types of clippers as series clippers. And we have got, again, there are two types of series clippers: positive series clipper, negative series clipper. In positive series clipper, we may have zero reference. Zero reference means in the examples I have shown, zero level, either a positive clipper means positive side is clipped off. Zero level and above portion is clipped off, then it is called positive series clipper with zero reference. So the name will be written like this: positive series clipper with zero reference. What is nothing but what? Positive side of the portion is clipped off. Which one is positive? Where is the reference level above which that is to be clipped off? Above the zero reference level, above the ground. It is like almost like a half wave rectifier, negative half wave rectifier, inverted half wave rectifier. So positive side of the waveform is clipped off, which is above zero level, or positive reference. If you have positive reference, not at zero level, maybe something above plus VR level. So positive series clipper with positive reference. Positive reference means what? Positive voltage and above is clipped off. Okay. Then positive series clipper with negative reference is another type. Okay. So single level clippers are two types: series clippers and shunt clippers. Series clippers are again positive type and negative type. In positive type, again we have got a reference voltage, zero reference voltage, positive reference voltage, negative reference voltage. This reference voltage will decide from which level the portion of the waveform has to be clipped off in the positive direction. And similarly, series clippers are again negative also. So negative clippers also have a zero reference, positive reference, and negative reference. So negative clipper with negative clipper means negative portion is clipped off. Negative portion can be anything defined by a level. So if it is zero reference, then it is negative portion is clipped off below the zero reference. If it is a positive reference, then negative portion will be clipped off below the positive reference voltage, below plus VR. If it is a negative reference, then the negative portion of the waveform is clipped off below minus VR. So like that, these levels, zero, positive, negative, will decide the level from where actually the clipping has to take place, in the negative direction as well as in the positive direction. Okay. Next type of clippers is shunt clipper. Shunt clipper, nothing but diode D is In shunt means parallel. Shunt between input and output. Okay. So how that will be? Shunt means this is input. So this is output. The diode can be connected like this. Okay. That is parallel between input and output. So if the direction of this changes, then the circuit can also be like this, between input and output. So if the diode position is in series between input and output, whatever may be the direction, both sides, cathode connected to input or anode connected to output, or anode connected to input side, cathode connected to output side. So the either of the way the diodes are connected. If the diode is connected in series between input and output, they are called series clippers. If the diode is connected between input and output in shunt or in parallel, then we call them as shunt clippers. And not just the position of the diodes is sufficient to construct the clippers. Even the reference level also we have to indicate above that reference level or below the reference level, which reference level we have to clip it off. So the reference levels can be 0 or positive or negative. Okay, so and which portion has to be clipped off, whether negative portion to be clipped off below that level or positive portion has to be clipped off above that level. So that again is positive clippers and negative clippers. Okay, positive clippers and negative clippers. If it is a positive clipper, again I have got above 0 reference, above positive reference, above negative reference. If it is negative clipper, below 0 reference, below positive reference, below negative reference. Like that, all the single level clippers are of 12 types. Okay, 12 types. All these 12 circuit diagrams and their input output waveforms, transfer characteristics, transfer characteristic graph we will be seeing now. If you understand one type, then all other types you can easily tell about them. Next type of clippers is two-level clippers. Two-level clippers, nothing but two-level clippers means two levels we indicate. Two levels above it will be clipped off. So suppose both levels can be positive, or both levels can be negative, or both are equal and opposite. So whatever it may be, all those possible cases are there. Three possible cases you will get. So both sides, positive side as well as negative sides, both sides the clipping takes place. Then we call them as a two-level clippers. But whereas in case of single-level clippers, the clipping takes place only either positive side or negative side for a given circuit, but it will not do both the clippings. So this two-level clipper waveform will be like this. The input waveform is like this, sinusoidal signal. Two-level clippers means I have got a positive level, one positive level which we call it as VR1. Positive means it is generally plus. Negative side it is minus VR2. Say both the amplitudes are same, but one is in positive direction, one is in negative direction. Say this is plus 2 volts, this is minus 2 volts. Okay, then your output waveform will be omega t VO. Output waveform, anything above this plus VR1 is clipped off. Anything below this minus VR2 is clipped off. That means both the directions, positive side and negative side, it is clipped off. So that's what we call it as a two-level clipper. So then the output will be up to here. This will be working. That means this side it is clipped off, this side it is clipped off. Above plus VR1 and below minus VR2. So then this type of clipping we call it as a two-level clipping. Two-level clipping means it has got clipping in negative side as well as positive side. It is also called as combined clipper. Combined clipper means it has got positive clipper as well as negative clipper. Both sides are clipped off, and middle portion is only appearing in the output. Okay. So in that case, there are three types. Both references are positive and unequal. Both references are positive and unequal. So both references are positive and unequal, nothing but what sine waveform is here like this. Both references are positive. That means you have got one level here, another level is here. Both references are positive. Maybe one is plus VR1, the other one is plus VR2. Both references are positive, and the middle portion will be appearing, the upper portion and lower portion. Below VR1 and above VR2 will be clipped off. Only the waveform between VR1 and VR2 will be existing in the out. So both references are positive and unequal. Okay, this is the case. And under that case, you will get the output which is between the, okay, between the waveform between VR1 and VR2. Under that case, you will get the output voltage between VR1 and VR2. Next, both references are equal. Both references are equal and opposite. Both references are equal and opposite. Equal and opposite is this case. Both are equal. Plus VR1 and minus VR2 I have written. But VR1 and VR2 are equal but are opposite. Opposite means plus 2 volts minus 2 volts. Equal and opposite means magnitudes are equal, but the polarity are in the positive direction and negative direction. So that is the first diagram which I have represented as an example. Next, both references are negative and unequal. Negative and unequal means these two will come in the negative direction. So the waveform will be, both are negative and unequal. So this is minus VR1 minus VR2. Okay, then this portion of the waveform only will be available. The other portions will be clipped off. So these are all the two level clippers. So I hope you all understood the waveforms, how they look, input and output waveforms for all these 12 types of single level clippers plus 3 types of 2 level clippers. Together there are 15 types of clippers are there. Okay, 15 types of clippers are there. 12 are single level clippers and 3 are 2 level clippers. So total different types of clippers are 15 circuits are there. So for all these 15 combinations, you might have understood the waveforms. Input waveform for all of them is a sine waveform. But based on the name of the clipper, you can tell whether which portion of the waveform is clipped off. Okay. Suppose if you take a positive series clipper with negative reference. Positive series clipper with negative reference. That is the name of the clipper. Positive series clipper with negative reference. This is the name of the clipper. Now can you identify where the that type of clipper actually is located in these 15 types? Positive series clipper with negative reference. So series clipper is here, positive is here, negative reference is here. So this is what is the type I am talking about. Positive series clipper with negative reference. So positive series clipper with negative reference means series clipper nothing but it should be, the diode should be connected between input and output. Okay, and negative reference series clipper, it is a negative reference. Positive series clipper nothing but positive portion of the waveform is clipped off. Positive series clipper means series indicates that the diode is between input and output, and positive indicates that positive portion is clipped off, and above which level the positive side is clipped off is represented by minus negative reference, minus VR. So minus VR above the portion is clipped off in the positive direction. So you can now just visualize the input and output waveforms for this type of clipper. So positive series clipper with negative reference means the positive portion is clipped off above the negative reference level, above minus VR. So that portion is clipped off, remaining portion will be existing. So you can visualize how the waveform would be for this type of clippers. Like that, all these 15 types of the clippers, you can visualize the shape of the waveforms, output waveforms for the different types of clippers. Okay. Now we will see one by one. First, we will see the shunt clipper. Okay. As I said, the shunt clipper nothing but the diode should be connected in parallel between input and output. Can you see the diagram here where the diode is connected in parallel between input and output? Is it okay? By seeing the diagram itself, we can tell what type of clipper it is. It is a shunt clipper. Okay, it is a shunt clipper because the diode is connected in parallel between input and output. And in this circuit, is there any battery connected? No battery is connected. Therefore, we can even say that it is a zero reference. Okay, it is a zero reference. So by seeing the circuit now I in the previous slide what I told is I told the name of the circuit. It can be positive series clipper with negative reference, positive series clipper with positive reference, positive series clipper with zero reference. Like that, I can give the names of all the 15 types of clippers, and I can visualize how the output waveform can be. Now, by seeing the circuit, also we should be in a position to name that particular circuit and also the shape of the waveform. Now, the circuit, by seeing itself, it has got only two elements, resistor and a diode. Okay. So, by seeing the diode position, we can say that it is a shunt clipper. Right. Now, I'll just write that here, shunt. It is a shunt clipper. Okay. Is there any battery here? Is there any battery in the circuit? There is no battery in the circuit, nothing but what? The diode is directly connected between the input and output in parallel, and that diode branch does not have any battery. That means its reference voltage is zero reference voltage. So it is a shunt clipper. It is a shunt clipper by seeing the position of the diode, and this diode branch does not have any battery connected here. So therefore, what I can say here is it is a zero reference shunt clipper with zero reference. I am just naming the name of the circuit by seeing the circuit diagram. So it is a shunt clipper with zero reference because the diode circuit has no battery connected. Therefore, it is a shunt clipper with zero reference. Now, we have to see this node where the diode is connected. Okay, this node is very, very important. That node is connected with anode terminal or cathode terminal. So this node is connected. The other side is cathode. So this node is connected with an anode. Therefore, I can name this as a positive shunt clipper. Okay, with zero reference. So I hope you understood the name of the circuit by seeing the circuit. I'm not looking at the heading of this one. I'm just seeing the circuit and telling the name of the circuit it is. So it is a shunt clipper because the diode is in between input and output, and the diode branch has no battery connected. Other than the diode, there is no battery connected in that. Therefore, it is with zero reference, and the node here is this output node. This output node is connected with the anode. Okay. Suppose this diode also can have the interchanging of this anode and cathode, right? I can put cathode towards the node and anode towards the ground. That possibility is also there. Under that case, what we call this circuit as, it is a negative shunt clipper with zero reference. Okay. So this node is connected with anode or node is connected with cathode. Depending upon that, this type of either it is a positive clipper or negative clipper, it is decided. I hope you understood. The three important things are diode position, battery existence, and node connectivity to the anode. So these are all the three things which will decide the name of the circuit. Okay. So diode position shows that it is shunt. Okay. Second one is battery existence with polarity in clockwise direction, CWD. CW means WD means clockwise direction. Suppose if you see, this is the clockwise direction. Actually, there is no battery here. So therefore we are unable to tell that. but battery existence with polarity in clockwise direction. Here there is no battery, therefore I can say it is zero reference. Okay. Third one, node connection with diode. That means which terminal of the diode is connected to the node. In this case, anode is connected, therefore it is positive. Okay, three things we have to observe in the circuit. Diode position is shunt clipper. Battery existence with polarity in clockwise direction is zero. Nothing, no battery is there in the diode branch. Zero reference. Node connection with diode. Diode is connected with anode, therefore it is positive. Hence, by seeing these 3 points, we can name this circuit as a positive shunt clipper with zero reference. Now, by seeing the circuit diagram, any circuit diagram, by taking these 3 points into consideration, you can name the circuit. So, circuit diagram is given, you can tell what is the name of the circuit. Out of 15 are there, but this rule is applicable for 12. I'm telling about single level clippers. 2 level clippers, there are 3 types. Depending upon the polarities of the voltages, you can tell the name. But this 3 point method is applicable for single level clipper. That means out of 12 circuits, you can tell whatever the 12 circuits, whatever circuit is given to you. Now you will be in a position to tell the name of the circuit. We will see those things also. When that circuits come, you will be able to tell the name of that. So that is about the circuit. Now we will see the operation of this. Now Vi is the sinusoidal waveform, right? Sinusoidal waveform. Input is sinusoidal waveform like this. Omega t, and it is Vi. Now it is taking positive direction and negative direction. Okay, cool. Now input is keep on increasing. What happens to the diode? So the input is increasing in the positive direction. Increasing in the positive direction like this. It is increasing like that in the positive direction. Now anode voltage is greater than cathode voltage. In all this case, anode voltage is greater than cathode voltage for all these positive cycle. Is it okay? For all these positive voltage, anode voltage is greater than cathode voltage. What happens to the diode? In this case, diode is on. Diode is on, nothing but what? It is a short circuit. Short circuit, nothing but, okay, short circuit, nothing but what? Output voltage will be zero, because the entire portion of this positive portion, because of the short circuit, it goes into the ground. Then your output voltage is directly connected to the ground. So your output waveform will be, output waveform V naught will be 0 from 0 to pi. From pi to 2 pi, in this case diode is on, short circuit, because the diode is connected in the parallel, that this entire portion of the positive cycle, the diode is short circuit. Diode is short circuit, nothing but what? Output is directly connected to the ground. So the equivalent circuit will be like this. So this is the resistor and the diode is short circuit. Output is this way. Input is this one. Output is this one. Output is what? It is short circuit. That means output is directly connected to the ground. So output value is 0. That means for first line, you see, assume that diode is ideal. The transfer characteristic equations are as follows. When Vi is greater than 0, when Vi is greater than 0 means positive cycle. Under that case, diode D is on. Diode D is on because the anode voltage is greater than the cathode voltage, and the output voltage V0 is equal to, okay, actually it will be 0, ideal case. Okay, assume the diode to be ideal. Ideal case V0 is equal to 0. This is ideal case. Okay, practical case V0 is equal to, diode is replaced by what in the practical case? Battery with its cut-in voltage. So V0 is equal to V gamma in case of practical case. In both the cases, V0 is equal to 0 or V0 is equal to V gamma, ideal case or practical case. What is its slope? Slope is equal to 0. What is meant by slope? This V0 is what actually in the transfer characteristic graph, it is actually So this is treated as V naught is treated as Y. So if you see the straight line equation is Y is equal to mx, okay. So if you get an equation with Y is equal to 0, where m is 0 here, okay, and m is 0, then your slope is nothing but 0. Y is equal to 0 means slope is 0. Okay. Now the next negative cycle. Now we will see the negative cycle. I hope you understood the positive cycle. For positive cycle of the input, VA is greater than VK. The diode is on. If the diode is on, then if you replace the diode with a short circuit, then output voltage is equal to 0 in case of ideal case. If it is a practical case, then your diode is replaced by a battery of V gamma, so that your output voltage is V. This is VI. This V naught is equal to V gamma. This is in case of practical. This is in case of practical. Okay, diode is replaced by short circuit, nothing but its internal voltage is represented there, V gamma. Whereas this circuit is nothing but ideal. Ideal case it is short circuited. Practical case it is replaced by a battery of V gamma. Therefore, output voltage in the ideal case is 0. Output voltage in the practical case is V gamma. Okay. Now in both the cases, the slope is 0. Therefore, y is equal to 0 or slope is equal to 0. Now next for negative cycle, what happens here? VA is less than VK. Anode voltage is less than cathode voltage. Under that case, what happens? The diode is off. Diode is off, nothing but what? The diode is off means your diode should be removed and it is made an open circuit. Simply there exists a resistance between the input and output, that's all. So this is the waveform. Whether it is ideal case or practical case, the diode is open circuited. So it is just open, therefore output is same as input. It is just passing through the resistor R. Okay, output is same as input. Output is same as input means how do you draw the output waveform graph? Input waveform is the negative cycle is sine waveform. Output also will be negative cycle sine waveform. Okay, output is same as input. Again, the same repeats for the next cycles between 2 pi to 4 pi and so on. So that this is a positive clipper. Positive portion of the waveform is clipped off above the zero reference level. This is zero level. So zero reference level, the waveform is clipped off. Okay. So this circuit we call it as a positive clipper, positive shunt clipper with zero reference. Okay. Now output voltage is same as. Now if you see this characteristic equation, when Vi is less than 0, under that case DE is off. DE off because VA is less than VK. And your output voltage is same as input voltage because the diode is just removed and made it as open circuit, so that output is directly connected to the input through a resistor. Therefore, whatever the output voltage is there and input voltage, it will be same because in parallel, output voltage and input voltage both are existing. In between, the diode is not existing. So therefore, output voltage and input voltage both are in parallel. Both will be same. V naught is equal to Vi. V naught is equal to Vi means what? V naught is Y. V naught is Y. Vi is X. So it is the equation is Y is equal to X. But if you compare that with Y is equal to Mx, what is M here? M is equal to 1. That's why the slope is written as 1. Transfer characteristic equation I'm telling. Transfer characteristic equation means it is the relationship between output voltage and input voltage. So transfer characteristic equation is the equation which gives the relationship between output voltage and input voltage. Okay. So here output voltage is equal to input voltage if the diode is off, and the slope of that particular characteristic will be 1. And in the first case, when the diode is on, output voltage is equal to 0. That is, Y is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0 having a slope of 0. Okay. So now these equations, I want to transform them into the diagram. Okay. So transfer characteristic equations are nothing but the equations which gives the relationship between output and input. Okay. Now, if we plot the graph for the transfer characteristic equations, how it will be, we will see in the next slide. I hope you understood the operation of this particular clipper circuit. Okay, we have to take the operation for positive cycles and negative cycles, which are referred by the battery connected in the circuit. Here no battery is there, therefore the reference is what? Zero level is the reference. I have to compare the magnitude of the input voltage with that zero reference. So that's why positive cycle I have taken. That means Vi greater than 0, Vi less than 0. Suppose if any battery is connected, then I have to compare the amplitude with that battery voltage. Vi greater than Vr, Vi less than Vr, or Vi greater than minus Vr, Vi less than minus Vr. So here the reference voltage is 0, therefore I am comparing the input voltage with 0. Vi greater than 0, Vi less than 0. If the circuit has got a positive reference voltage, then Vr, then I might have compared the input voltage with Vi greater than Vr, Vi less than Vr, and so on. Okay, so that means the input waveforms are compared with the reference voltages, and we have to see whether the diode is on or off. If it is on, what will be the output voltage? If it is off, what will be the output voltage? So that's what we are seeing. Based on that, you will get the characteristic equations for both the conditions: greater condition, less condition, and on condition or off condition. Then we will get the equations for output voltages in terms of input voltages or in terms of reference voltages. We'll get some equations. Those equations we call them as a characteristic equation, transfer characteristic equations for both the conditions we'll get. So here these two are the characteristic equations. Okay, so those two equations we will plot it now in the graph. Next slide. Now transfer characteristics of a Clipper circuit, if you want to draw, it is a graphical description of the behavior of nonlinear circuit. Okay, so any nonlinear circuit, the description of the behavior of the nonlinear circuit is represented in the form of a graph, and that graph we can plot between the output voltage versus input voltage. So generally transfer characteristics will be always output voltage versus input voltage. That means we will take the graph like this, which has got input voltage on the x-axis, output voltage on the y-axis. So a graph drawn between input voltage versus output voltage, we call that as a transfer characteristic graph. Okay, so this graph we have to draw for all the types of Clipper circuits. From the equations we have to draw that, or from the input output waveforms we have to draw that. So now we what are all the things that are available? The circuit diagram is available. Okay, so circuit diagram is available. This is circuit diagram. The input output waveforms. Okay, then characteristic equations, then your characteristic plot, transfer characteristics plot. So these four things are very, very important for each and every Clipper: circuit diagram, input output waveforms, transfer characteristic equations, then transfer characteristic plot. Okay, four parameters, four things we have to draw for each and every Clipper circuit. Now for this positive shunt Clipper with zero reference, we have drawn the circuit diagram, the input output waveforms, okay, and the characteristic equation, and also the transfer characteristic plot. Now any one of these things are given, the other things you have to evaluate. All these are interdependent, right? Now circuit diagram is given, you can draw input output waveforms, characteristic equations, plot. Input output waveforms are given, then also you should be in a position to draw the circuit diagram, write the characteristic equations, transfer characteristic equations, then transfer characteristic plot. Suppose transfer characteristic equations are given, then you should be in a position to draw the circuit diagram, input output waveforms, and the transfer characteristic plot. Suppose the transfer characteristics plot is given, then you should draw the circuit diagram. That means out of four, any one of the thing is given, the others also you should be in a position to extract the data from the given information. So circuit is name is given, circuit you can draw. Circuit is given, name you can write. Circuit is given, you can draw input output waveforms. You can write equations. You can draw the plot, and so on. So any one of these four things or five things, even name also. Just name by name you can do all the remaining four. By circuit diagram you can do all the remaining four. By transfer characteristic plot you should do remaining four, and so on. That means out of these five, including the name of the circuit, any one information is given, you have to extract the other all by just looking at the given information. So that is what is the interconnectivity between all of them. So the information is available in all the forms of these diagrams or equations or name or plot. Okay. So next, this is the transfer characteristic plot. So the actual transfer characteristic plot is this one. How we arrived at that is on the x-axis I am taking Vi, right? So this is Vi. So Vi plot will be this one. This is Vi plot. So input voltage plot is nothing but what? Across the zero axis, a sine waveform simply. This is an input waveform. Now across, that means what? Across this axis, I have just taken the graph. Now across the y-axis, okay, y-axis, I'm just plotting the output waveform. First you draw the input, which is sine waveform, and you draw the output. You know, output of a positive shunt clipper with zero reference. What will be the output? It is a zero reference. So across the zero reference, it will be off first positive cycle, then it will be on for the remaining cycle. Therefore, output voltage, this is nothing but V naught is equal to Vi for the negative cycle. This is V naught is equal to 0 for positive cycle. Those are the characteristic equations. V naught is equal to Vi, V naught is equal to 0. Okay. Now you just see for this positive cycle, what is that you are getting? If you see, just extend this graph. Okay. And if you see this particular portion, 0 you are getting, right? So that's why the transfer characteristic also for positive cycle of the input, you are getting a 0. Slope is 0 and V naught is equal to 0. Therefore, we have plotted this particular line by observing output voltage. For output voltage compared with input voltage for the given input voltage, what is the output voltage for the given is positive voltage, output voltage is 0. Therefore, your plot here will be 0. Next, coming to the remaining portion, negative cycle of the input. For negative cycle of the input, this side, if you project it onto the actual transfer characteristic plot, what will be the output voltage? Output voltage in that case, output voltage is same as the input voltage. Okay, same means what? It is just having its slope. Output voltage is same as input voltage means V naught is equal to Vi. V naught is equal to Vi means Y is equal to X. Y is equal to X means the slope is 1. Slope is 1 means what? M is equal to tan theta. Okay, M is equal to tan theta. So tan theta is equal to 1. Tan theta is equal to 1 means theta 45 degrees. So a straight line, Y is equal to X means it is a straight line passing through the origin, and that straight line is having its angle with either x-axis or y-axis is 45 degrees. Okay, so the angle of this one is 45 degrees. So this input is negative cycle, output is negative cycle. If the input and output both are negative cycles, definitely you will be getting the graph in the third quadrant. Both are negative is which quadrant? Input and output both are negative is in third quadrant. So you will be getting a graph in the third quadrant, and output waveform and input waveform both are same. That is V naught is equal to Vi. V naught is equal to Vi is like Y is equal to X with slope is equal to 1, angle is equal to 45 degrees. That means it is the straight line passing through the origin with the slope is equal to 1 and angle that is making with the axis is 45 degrees. So I have just plotted the graph like this. Okay. So your final transfer characteristics will be V naught versus Vi is it is a positive clipper. Positive clipper means what? Positive portion does not exist, and it will be just a 0. Okay, so 0. And negative portion will be as it is. Output is same as input. Therefore, simply a straight line passing through the RC. So this is what is the characteristic transfer characteristic plot of a characteristic plot of a plot of what type of clipper it is? Shunt, positive shunt clipper with negative with 0 reference. So 0 reference. This is a 0 reference. Above 0, positive side. This is positive side. This is negative side. Positive side is 0. Negative side is
same as input side, output side is output is same as input. So this is the graph which we call it as a transfer characteristic plot drawn between input versus output, and this graph shows that this output voltage is equal to 0. This line segment from here to here shows that V naught is equal to 0. The remaining line segment from here to here shows that output voltage is same as input voltage. Output voltage same as input voltage means slope is 1, angle is, so any point if you take, suppose Vi is say minus 2 volts here, your V naught is also minus 2 volts. Okay, Vi is say minus 4 volts. V naught also is minus 4 volts. So V naught is equal to Vi means it is having a slope of 1. Then only it is possible for for the incremental change in the x-intercept will have the same incremental change in the y-intercept. Okay, for 0 it will be 0. For Vi 0, V naught is 0. For Vi minus 1, V naught is minus 1. For Vi minus 2, V naught is minus 2. That's what is V naught is called Vi. The meaning of that. The slope is 1, angle is 45 degrees. Therefore, output follows the input. So the portion of the waveform in the negative cycle, that is in third quadrant, is V naught is equal to Vi, and in the positive cycle in the first quadrant, V naught is equal to 0. So that portion of the graph we call this as a transfer characteristic plot. Okay, I hope you understood how to plot the transfer characteristics, how the transfer characteristic equations are drawn, written. Transfer characteristic equation is V naught is equal to 0, V naught is equal to Vi. For this, Vi greater than 0, Vi less than 0. Okay, so this is having slope 0, this is having slope 1. These are called as characteristic equations. This is called characteristic plot, the circuit diagram, the name, the input-output waveforms. All these are 5 things that you should remember. This is for one circuit. Similarly, you do it for the remaining circuit. This much depth of analysis is not required explanation, I hope, because you have understood now. Now I will just tell all those points and remind you how those are applicable for this example. Okay. Now, by seeing the circuit, just look at the circuit, not the name of the circuit which is given on the top. You need not refer that or to look at that, but simply by seeing the circuit, what type of clipper it is? It is a shunt clipper. Now, shunt clipper, nothing but the diode is connected between input and output. Is it not a shunt clipper? Yes, it is a shunt clipper. So I will rename it again here. It is a shunt clipper. In the name, shunt is not there here. Shunt is on the top here as a main heading, but you can write it as a shunt clipper. Shunt clipper. What is the reference? By seeing the diode position, shunt clipper. By seeing the battery, in the previous example, we did not find any battery in the diode branch. Now we have got a battery, and we have to see the polarity of the battery when we are seeing it in the clockwise direction. Clockwise direction. What we are getting in the clockwise direction, which polarity we are able to see? Positive. So this is what a positive reference. So shunt clipper with positive reference. Okay. Next, the node. This is the node. So for the node, what is connected here? Anode. Anode is connected to the node, means what type of clipper it is? Positive clipper. That means by seeing the circuit diagram, I am able to tell the name of the circuit. It is a positive shunt clipper with a positive reference. I hope you have understood how I am naming the circuit diagram. Positive shunt clipper with positive reference. Positive because node is connected to anode. Shunt clipper because diode is connected between input and output. With positive reference because in clockwise direction the battery exists in the branch circuit and the polarity of the battery in the clockwise direction is positive, therefore positive reference. So positive shunt clipper with positive reference. So circuit diagram is given, you have named it with the positive shunt clipper with positive reference. That is one thing. Now operation, input output waveforms. Input output waveforms, omega t input waveform is like this, right? Now positive reference is there, right? you have to represent the positive reference in the input waveform. So positive reference here is, okay, positive reference is here, which is VR. So I have represented the level. Now I want to draw the output waveform. Now output waveform I can analyze based on two conditions. One is Vi greater than VR. The two conditions are Vi greater than VR is the portion of the waveform above VR, and Vi less than VR is the portion of the waveform below VR. So once there is a reference level is there, reference voltage is there. So the above the reference voltage, below the reference voltage, I have to compare the input with this reference voltage. So Vi greater than VR, Vi less than VR. Now Vi greater than VR, what happens to the diode? Vi greater than VR. So Vi is at anode of the diode. Okay, VR is at cathode of the diode, and Vi is greater than VR is indirectly Vi is actually connected where Vi is connected to the anode. VR is connected to cathode. Okay. Now Vi is greater than VR, nothing but V anode is greater than V cathode indirectly. Is it okay? V anode is greater than V cathode. Is it diode on or off? Diode is on. Okay. Vi is greater than VR, diode is on. Diode is on nothing but what? It is short circuit. Ideal case I am taking ideal. Ideal is short circuit. If it is not ideal, what happens? You will get a battery of 0.7 volts. Okay. Now ideal case I am taking, it is VA greater than VK is D is on. So it is short circuit. But the entire output, if you see, the output is having a short circuited diode plus the battery is there anyhow. Battery whose voltage is VR plus minus. Then what will be your output voltage if you see from here? It between this node and this node simply equal to VR. So your output voltage V0 is equal to VR. So V0 is equal to VR means for the voltages greater than VR. So your output voltage graph will be above VR. Above VR is up from here onwards. Okay. So this is the VR level. VR level. Above VR, nothing but this portion of the graph. Only red color indicated portion of the graph. So it will be 0. V0 is equal to VR. This portion of the graph will be VR. Okay. So anything below VR means even this portion also will be below VR. From the origin to VR, that portion also below VR. That's why I have represented only above VR portion only. That means from here to here. There to there only I have represented the output voltage as VR. Now for VR, Vi is less than VR. What happens? VA is less than VK. The diode is off. If the diode is off, output voltage is same as input voltage. Output voltage is same as input voltage. So therefore, I can plot the graph as for the below output is same as input. So I have to join this portion. Okay. From 0 to VR also. Then the remaining one bottom portion also will be appearing like this. Is it okay? The waveform. Then again it will be VR. Then again it will be like this, and so on. So what is happening now? The waveform, if you see, it is a positive portion is clipped off. Positive portion above the positive reference VR is clipped off. The remaining portion, bottom portion, will be available. So now here V0 is equal to VR is nothing but what is its slope? Slope is 0. It is a constant. Y is equal to some constant. Slope is 0. So in this case, what is the slope? Slope is equal to 1. So these two are V0 is equal to VR and V0 is equal to Vi. These two are called as characteristic equations, transfer characteristic equations. And this is in case of ideal. Okay. In case of practical, what you will get? this short circuit diode is replaced by its battery of V gamma. Then your output voltage V gamma V naught is equal to V gamma plus VR. In case of practical, you will get V gamma plus VR, but in case of ideal, it is just VR because V gamma is equal to 0 for ideal case. So these two are the characteristic equations, and the slope of them is 0 and 1. Now you can just draw the transfer characteristic plot for this one. The transfer characteristic plot will become like this. This is V reference level. Okay, this is V reference level. And up to V reference level, this input and output follows. Therefore, this portion of the waveform is V naught is equal to Vi. And after that, you will be getting a straight line. This portion of the waveform is V naught is equal to Vi. Up to Vr, this value is Vr. For the input value of Vr, output value also Vr, because it is a slope of 1 and angle is 45 degrees. Then after that, it is V naught is equal to Vr. So this value here also on the y-axis is Vr. Okay. So this portion of the waveform is V naught is equal to Vr, and this portion of the waveform is V naught is equal to Vi. And the characteristic plot will become like this. This point is Vr, this is 0, this is Vr, V naught, Vi, and the graph will become like this. I hope you understood. This is V naught is equal to Vr line, and this line is V naught is equal to Vi line. This slope is 1, this slope is 0. That's why the lines are slope, any line having slope 0 will be on the x-axis or parallel to x-axis. The slope is equal to 1, nothing but what? It flows, it is passing through the origin, and it is a straight line passing through the origin, and slope is equal to 1. Okay, so that is the equation. I hope you understood. With this, now any circuit you can draw now. Next circuit. Positive clipping with negative reference voltage, positive shunt clipper with negative reference voltage. So here negative, cathode is connected with negative, so minus VR. Anode is connected to the node here. Okay, so therefore it is definitely a positive clipper, and you will be getting negative reference means minus VR. The graph, input output plot, circuit diagram, name positive, you can put a word here, shunt also. Okay, positive shunt clipping with negative reference voltage. This is the name of the circuit. Circuit, input output waveforms, transfer characteristic plot, then transfer characteristic equations. So 5 things are available in this slide. You can just visualize how all these things are, what will be the plot of this. Okay, I think from here these all are self-explanatory now, because I have given the complete idea of how the circuit diagram will be, how it is named, and how to plot the characteristic, how to write the characteristic equations, how to plot the transfer characteristic diagram. So these things I hope you can just visualize and understand. Self-explanatory from now onwards, all are okay. So here, if you see, wherever that input and output are overlapping, same as output and input, both are same. So in this case, output is same as input. Therefore, you will be having a slope as 1. Now from here, you have got the voltage V naught is equal to minus VR. Therefore, your waveform is like this. So there are 2 segments in the transfer characteristics. There are 2 segments here. One is this is for this is when Vi is less than V naught, Vi is less than minus VR, and this is the case when Vi is greater than minus VR. Okay, so then you will be getting the graph like that. So shunt clipper with negative reference, and it is a positive clipper because the node is connected with anode. The input output waveforms can be drawn like this, and the characteristic equations can be drawn based on the operation. And in this case also, I am assuming the diode is ideal. what will be the change of the equation if the diode is practical? Can you just write the expression for the V naught, expression for V naught for a practical case in the chat box? Can you do? This equation is in case of ideal. Can you write an equation, similar equation, if the diode is a practical? V naught is equal to minus VR is ideal. What will be the equation if it is practical? Just in chat box, you can write down what is V naught if it is practical. Diode is practical. What is V naught? Can you write it in the chat box with all these understandings? Are you doing? Practical means what? The diode is on and it is replaced by its cut-in voltage. So what is the output voltage in that case? Very correct. What V5? Yes, V gamma minus VR. Exactly correct. Minus V gamma minus VR plus V gamma. Correct. Exactly. Okay, very good. So it is nothing but just you have got a battery with another battery. VR V gamma. Then how we can do this? It is plus V gamma minus VR. So V gamma minus VR is the practical output voltage. V naught is equal to. In reverse bias, it will be open circuit. Reverse bias is simply only one case. V naught is equal to Vi only because it is reverse bias. Whether in series with the diode there is a battery or there is no battery. If the diode is open circuit, then the entire branch will be open circuit. Then output voltage is same as the input voltage. So when the diode is off for practical and ideal, both are V naught is equal to Vi only. But when the diode is on, V naught is equal to minus VR for ideal case, V naught is equal to V gamma minus VR for practical case. Is it okay? So next, another one is shunt clipper. The change here is the diode is interchanged. The polarities of the diode is interchanged. Now anode is connected to ground, cathode is connected to the node. Okay, this is node. Cathode is connected to the node, anode is connected to the ground. Now it is a shunt clipper again because the output, the diode is connected between the input and output. It is a shunt clipper. So negative shunt clipper. Negative because the node is connected with the cathode of the diode. Earlier the diode anode is connected to the node, therefore it was positive clipper. Now it is negative clipper and it is shunt clipper with zero reference voltage. So there does not exist any battery in the diode branch in the clockwise direction with any polarity. So there is no battery existing. Therefore, it is a zero reference. So negative shunt clipper with zero reference. Okay. So now what happens for input voltage? Input voltage Vi greater than Vi greater than 0, Vi less than 0. So under those conditions, so what you will be getting, Vi greater less than 0, Vi less than 0 will be now on. Okay, Vi less than 0 is on. That means V naught will be equal to 0. Okay, this is on, nothing but what? The output is connected to the ground, 0. Now Vi greater than 0, the diode is off and output voltage is same as input voltage. So therefore it is negative portion is clipped, positive part will be existing. So positive portion is existing, negative portion is clipped off. Okay. Then your transfer characteristic plot will be slope is equal to 1 in where Vi greater than 0 and slope is equal to 0 for Vi. That means you will be getting a graph like this. Okay, so the graph of the transfer characteristic graph will be slope is equal to 0 for V naught is equal to 0 in this portion of the segment, for V naught is equal to Vi clipper, this portion of circuit. In this case, it is Vi greater than 0. Okay, this is 0 here. The Vi greater than 0. In this case, it is Vi less than 0. So Vi less than 0, V naught is equal to 0. Vi greater than 0, V naught is equal to Vi. So this, in this case, it is Y is equal to X with slope 1 and theta is equal to 45 degrees. So in this case, the slope is equal to 0. Therefore, just a line on the x-axis. That is about the negative shunt clipper with 0 reference. Negative shunt clipper. Okay, negative shunt clipper with positive reference. See, when we are taking the clockwise direction, which one you are encountering first in the battery? Positive terminal. That is connected to the anode of the diode, and the cathode of the diode is connected to this output node. So the node is connected to the cathode, therefore it is a negative clipper. The diode is connected in shunt between input and output. It is a shunt clipper. And in the clockwise direction, the polarity of the battery encountered is positive, therefore it is a positive reference. So negative shunt clipper with a positive reference. Now input output waveforms, if you draw, negative clipper means the below the reference voltage, the portion of the waveform is clipped off. Above the reference voltage, the waveform will be, output voltage will be same as the input voltage. So for Vi less than Vr, the diode is on and V naught is equal to Vr. Vi greater than Vr, the diode is off and the output voltage is same as input voltage. So in this case, V naught is equal to Vi, and in this case, V naught is equal to Vr. This is slope is equal to 1. In this case, slope is equal to 0. Okay. So that is the transfer characteristic plot. So when you are having reference voltages, the reference value we have to take it on the x-axis. Reference voltage we have to take it on the x-axis, because in input I am comparing that with the reference voltage. So Vi greater than, in this case Vi reference voltage is positive, right? Here plus. Now there are two segments. One is Vi greater than Vr, this side, Vi greater than Vr, and the other side is Vi less than Vr. Two portions of the waveforms you will get. Suppose if the reference voltage is negative, then you will be taking negative reference on the other side, and again you two segments. Vi greater than minus Vr, what happens? Vi less than minus Vr, what happens? If there is zero reference is there, your reference will be at the origin. Again two segments you will get Vi greater than 0, Vi less than 0. That means the transfer characteristic is having two segments. One segment is Vi greater than 0 or Vi greater than Vr or Vi greater than minus Vr side, and the other segment will be Vi less than Vr or Vi less than 0 or Vi less than minus Vr, depending upon whatever the reference voltage it is, zero reference or positive reference or negative reference. So on the x-axis you take that Vi and Vr. Vi is the x-axis. Vr you have to locate either in the positive x-axis or at origin or at negative x-axis. So you will first locate the reference value. Reference, is it 0 or plus Vr or minus Vr? So the graph will be, suppose if the reference voltage is Vr here, you got simply the graph. Suppose it is having Vr, then Vr here and Vr here, then you will be having a graph like this. Okay. If the reference value is 0, then you may be having a graph like this. If the reference voltage is negative, then you may be having graph like this. So three things, you may get like this, or you may get like this, or you may get like this, depending upon Vr 0 minus Vr. Okay. So the Vr will decide actually where the segments are to be divided. Okay, where this up to which the slope will be 0, after that where the slope will become 1. So the Vr value is deciding. Vr can be minus Vr or 0 or plus Vr. Reference voltage will decide. Next circuit. Again it is a shunt clipper, negative shunt clipper with negative reference. So negative reference here. reference is negative, therefore I have taken here this side. Up to that negative reference it is 0, after that it is having slope is equal to 1. This is slope is equal to 0, this is slope is equal to 1. So Vi greater than minus Vr, the slope is equal to 1. Vi less than minus Vr, the slope is equal to Vi less than minus Vr, the slope is here minus Vr I'm taking, right? So minus Vr, the slope is 0. Vi greater than minus Vr, the slope is equal to 1. Okay. Next, so we are comparing the anode voltage with cathode voltage. Here Va anode, here it is V cathode. Okay. So here anode voltage, for the diode to be reverse biased, it should be Vi, Va should be less than Vk. So Va is nothing but Vi, Vk is nothing but minus Vr. So Vi is less than minus Vr is diode is forward biased. Okay, in this case it will be diode is forward biased. For Vi, VA is what here? VA should be, for the diode to be on, sorry, this is VK. This is VK. This is V. This is V. Sorry, this is VA. VK. So VK is VI. VA is V minus VR. So here what we are saying, VA should be greater than VK. That is nothing but minus VR should be greater than Vi, or otherwise Vi should be less than minus VR. Okay. What is written here? Vi should be less than minus VR. I think these characteristic equations are not matching. Vi is less than minus VR. Minus VR, then that is the diode is on. And VIA is less than VK, or nothing but VA is nothing but minus VR less than VI. That is VI is greater than minus VR. Then the diode is off. Under this case, on the diode is on, nothing but what you will get, diode is on. Diode is on, nothing but you will be getting a short circuit. So therefore, your output voltage V0 is equal to minus VR. Okay. Then when you are getting this diode is off, nothing but output voltage is same as input voltage. So in this case, the slope is 0. In this case, the slope is 1. So Vi greater than minus VR case, the slope is 1. You got it like this. And Vi less than minus VR, Vi less than minus VR, Vi less than minus VR is this one. So under that case, V0 is equal to minus VR. That's what we got here. And the slope is 0. So this portion of the graph. Okay. So like that, you just analyze all the circuits. The remaining circuits, I just skip it off so that you can just analyze them. It is very easy. Only thing is that always you see VR, VA and VK, how it will be. And VA is VA and VK, one of them will be your input voltage and the other one will be your reference voltage. So we always compare the input voltage with the reference voltage, whether VI greater than VR or VI less than VR. If the VR is negative, then VI greater than minus VR or VI less than minus VR or so. Okay, if there is no battery existing, then it will be compared with 0, Vi less than 0, Vi greater than 0, and so on. So you can draw and write. You just practice it. Keep on practicing. You will definitely understand all these things. Okay. So this is about the negative series clippers now. Now series clipper is input and output. Between input and output, I am connecting the diode in series. The position of the diode is in series between input and output. Okay, therefore it is called series clipper. And again, the node, this is the output node, right? Output node, what is connected here? Cathode. Cathode is connected to the output node, then that is called as a negative series clipper. In either cases, whether it is shunt clipper or series clipper, that cathode is connected to the node or anode is connected to the node, that will decide you the type of the clipper, negative clipper or positive clipper. Is it okay? So K is connected to the node, therefore negative clipper. Next, in the clockwise direction, when I am connecting with the battery here in the branch, in this case it is resistor branch, so which is between the output to input here. So what is that I am encountering? First, positive terminal of the battery in the clockwise direction. Therefore, so this is a positive reference. So negative series clipper with positive reference. Then input and output waveforms we can draw by comparing the input voltage Vi with VR, Vi greater than VR and Vi less than VR. Vi greater than VR, if you see Vi greater than VR, it is, this is anode is connected with the input. So Va is greater than Vk. So because Vk is connected to VR, Va is connected to Vi. So V anode is greater than V cathode, then the diode is said to be on. Okay. So if the diode is on, then it is simply a short circuit. Simply short circuit, nothing but output voltage is same as the input voltage. Therefore, the slope is 1. Okay, when Vi is less than VR, Vi is less than VR means Va is less than Vk, then the diode is off. V0 is equal to VR. V0 is simply, it is equal to the resistance that is connected in parallel. Therefore, the slope is 0. Under these cases, what happens? Va is greater than Vk. Vi is greater less than VR. It is off. Vi is greater than VR. It is on. Now you just see the input and output voltages here in that plot. Vi, this is VR level. Okay. Greater than VR, the diode is on. Therefore, output is labeled as input. So you got it above this VR reference level. You are getting the output same as input. In this case, this is V0 is equal to Vi. And Vi is less than VR. This is the case when Vi is greater than VR, above this reference level. Vi less than VR, your output voltage is equal. Output voltage is equal to VR. Just here. Okay. So the input-output waveforms will be showing that for the input full sine waveform, you are getting output waveform which is only some portion of the positive waveform you are getting above VR. So which portion is clipped off here? Negative portion is clipped off below VR. So negative series clipper with positive reference. So negative portion of the waveform is clipped off below VR. So that is the one. Next here in this transfer characteristic plot also, VR is taken on the x-axis. So this type of this side it is Vi greater than VR. Okay. This side it will be Vi less than VR. Now Vi greater than VR, what is that? V0 is equal to Vi. That is slope. This is V0 is equal to Vi. The slope is equal to 1. Now for Vi less than VR, in this case, V0 is equal to VR, the slope is equal to 0. Okay, so the waveform will be like this. So we have to locate the VR value on the x-axis because it is positive reference, so positive side on the positive x-axis. So above that it will be same. Therefore, you have to, when there is a positive reference in the x-axis, definitely there will be equal positive reference voltage on the y-axis. So we have to locate an intercept which is plus VR and plus VR on VI and V0. So above that it will be a straight line passing about to pass through origin, but it is not allowing to pass through the origin because it is restricting its voltage, output voltage only across the VR, because there is a reference voltage is existing. If the reference voltage is not existing, then it should go to origin, then it has to take the 0 value. But because the reference voltage is existing there, so it is restricting this equation, the straight line, up to VR level. Then from there, it is taking a constant voltage of VR. So this segment is a V0 is equal to VR. Okay, that is a transfer characteristic plot. And these two are the transfer characteristic equations for the conditions Pi greater than VR and Pi less than VR. Is it okay? So same way, another series clippers. Negative clipper with negative reference. Negative series clipper with negative reference. Okay, here negative reference is there. The node is connected to the cathode, therefore negative clipper. Diode is connected between input and output, series clipper. Reference here is in the clockwise direction. If you see, first you are encountering with negative polarity of the battery, so negative reference. So minus VR. So it is a negative clipper means the waveform below minus VR is clipped off. The waveform above minus VR will be passing through the circuit. So the waveform, the transfer characteristics will be like this. And for Vi less than minus VR, we will be getting V0 is equal to Vi. Vi greater than minus VR will be V0 is equal to minus VR, or so and so. Okay, so like that. Similarly, this is a positive clippers now. Positive clipper means anode is connected to the node here, and there is no battery in this branch or branch. Therefore, it is a positive series clipper with 0 reference. Therefore, you will get the positive clipper, nothing but positive portion is clipped off, and negative portion is positive portion. It will become V0 is equal to 0. Negative portion is V0 is same as Vi. Therefore, if you plot the graph, a positive portion here will be V0 is equal to 0. Negative portion, it is V0 is equal to Vi. Okay, this is 0, reference value is 0. Therefore, it is now actually going up to origin level. The straight line is still origin. Okay, I assume that diodes are ideal. Then V0 is equal to Vi is for Vi less than 0, slope 1. Vi greater than 0, diode is off, V0 is equal to 0, and slope is 0. So these are all the characteristic equations, transfer characteristics plot, input output waveforms, name of the circuit, and the circuit diagram. Here also you can visualize. Okay. This is a positive series clipper with positive reference. Positive reference means we have taken here on the x-axis, and similarly we'll take the positive reference on the y-axis. So this is the point. Now VR is Vi is greater than VR and Vi is less than VR. Two portions of the waveforms. You will get for Vi greater than VR, for Vi greater than VR. So your output voltage is same as the reference voltage. Slope is equal to 0. For Vi less than VR, output voltage is same as input voltage. Slope is equal to 1. Okay, so the waveform will be like this. Similarly, positive series clipper with negative reference. Positive series clipper with negative reference. So it is again anode connected to the node, therefore it is positive. And it is a series between the diode is between input output series, and negative reference because in clockwise direction you are encountering with a negative terminal of the battery, therefore it is a negative reference. So positive clipper with negative reference means positive portion is clipped off above the negative reference level minus VR level, above this one. Therefore that is called as positive clipper. And negative reference, if you take here, this is negative reference, this is minus VR, and anything less than that, it will be slope is 1. Anything greater than that, slope is 0. Here it is slope is 0. Here the slope is 1. So here it is V naught is equal to Vi. In this case, it is V naught is equal to minus VR. Okay, therefore the plot was like that. And the characteristic equations you'll get like this from the operation. Now, all those are the single level clippers. Now we'll see the two level clippers. Two level clippers, both references are positive but unequal. So VR2 is greater than VR1. Both are positive, both references are positive but unequal. Unequal means I am taking VR2 is greater than VR1. Two values I am taking VR1 and VR2 in the positive direction. VR2 is greater than VR1. Now the two diodes are connected in the opposite directions, D1 and D2, and VR1 and VR2 both are positive. The polarities, if you see in the clockwise direction, when we are coming down, we are encountering with positive terminal. Here also, when we are coming down, we are encountering with a positive terminal of the battery. Okay. Now, the one whichever is greater. Okay. Here VR2 is greater than VR1. So the greater value is connected to the cathode. Okay. Here the greater value is connected to the cathode. The smaller value is connected to the anode. That is one thing. One point you have to remember. The greater voltage is connected to the cathode, and the smaller voltage is connected to the anode. Okay. Now, if you see the transfer characteristics, because there are two reference voltages are there, two reference voltages. Okay, two reference voltages on the applied to the input. So we have got three segments now. Earlier, because it is only single level clipper, only two segments of the waveforms we will be able to see in the transfer characteristics. Here, three segments of the waveforms you will get. So one is greater than Vi greater than VR2. Okay, VR2. One portion of the waveform is between VR1 less than Vi less than VR2, and other portion of the waveform is Vi is less than VR1. Okay, three portions of the three segments of the waveform you will get. Okay, so three conditions we have to check. One is Vi is greater than VR2, Vi less than VR1, and the Vi is between VR1 and VR2. So three conditions we have to check now. Vi less than VR1. What happens? Vi less than VR1. D is on. Vi less than VR1. Vi is actually applied for both the diodes. One diode is cathode, the other diode is anode, and we have to compare that with the reference values, reference potentials. So VR1 and VR2, two reference potentials are there. So Vi is less than VR1. Vi is less than VR1. VR1 is again less than VR2. That is already implied. Okay. So Vi is less than VR1. Then under that case, D1 is on. Okay. D1 is on and D2 is off. And your output voltage V0 is equal to VR1. So for this case, output voltage is equal to VR1. Therefore, you are getting the graph like this. Okay. And the slope of that one is 0. Now, in between VR1 and VR2, what happens is both the diodes will become off and your output voltage is same as input voltage and slope will be 1. So, in between you will be getting the output voltage and input voltage same and the slope is equal to 1. And Vi greater than VR2, D1 is off and D2 is on and V0 is equal to VR2. Therefore, you will be getting the slope is equal to 0. So, you will be getting the transfer characteristics like this. Less than VR1, it is output voltage is equal to VR1, and for greater than VR2, output voltage is equal to VR2, and input in between these output voltage and input voltage both are same. Okay, slope is equal to 1. In this case, slope is equal to 0. In the middle case, it is slope is equal to 1, and the lower one, it is slope is equal to again 0. So that type of waveform you will be getting. Okay. So this is about the references. Both references are positive but unequal. VR2 is greater than VR1 case. Okay. In this case, the greater voltage should be connected to the cathode of the diode, and the lower voltage should be connected to the anode of the diode in the circuit diagram. That point also you make it a note. Okay. Next, both references are equal but opposite. Both references are equal but opposite. So VR1 is equal to minus VR2. Okay. So in this case, what happens? Both are equal, but still we will be able to compare the values in three conditions: Vi less than minus VR2, minus VR2 to VR1, it is in between, and Vi greater than VR1. Under that case, the shape of the waveform is same. Okay, it will be constants in the upper and lower portions, and in between it will be slope is equal to 1. That means in all the three cases, the middle portion is allowed to pass, the upper portion and lower portion is clipped off. Okay, so the upper portion and lower portion slopes are 0, the middle portion slope will be 1. In the middle portion only you will be getting output voltage is equal to the input voltage. In the upper portion and lower portions, that values is equal to the reference voltages. So in this case it will be V0 is equal to minus VR2, where the slope is equal to 0. In this case, V0 is equal to VR1. Okay, VR1, where the slope is equal to 0 again. And in the middle one, V0 is equal to Vi, and the slope is equal to 1. Okay, so the two level clippers will be having two levels where the clipping takes place, one in the positive side, one in the negative side. Positive side, I am telling, it does not mean positive voltage only. Okay, negative side also, it does not mean it is negative voltage, but upper part and lower part we can say, because the magnitudes of these reference voltages both were positive in the previous case. Now both are opposite, one is positive, one is negative, and so on. So therefore it is better you take upper level and lower level. The middle portion will be same as input, output voltage is same as input. Upper portion is clipped off and is equal to upper reference voltage. Lower voltage is clipped off and its output voltage is equal to lower reference voltage. Okay, that way you can remember. So this is all about the both references are equal but opposite. Next, both references are negative but unequal again, and minus VR2 is less than minus VR1. In this case also, again you have to compare Vi less than minus VR1, Vi greater than minus VR, Vi less than minus VR2, because VR2 is lower value, Vi greater than minus VR1, and the middle portion. Middle is nothing but between VR2, minus VR2 and minus VR1. So middle it will be V0 is equal to V1, upper one will be lower one will be equal to minus VR2, upper one will be equal to minus VR1. Therefore your portion of this waveform is V0 is less than V minus VR2, and this portion is V0 is Vi is greater than, here it is Vi comparison, Vi is greater than minus VR1, and this is in between. So here you will get slope 1, this slope 0, this is slope 0, and so on. So almost all are same. Only thing is that the reference voltages are changing its the positions where the clipping should take place. Okay, both in negative, both in positive, one in positive, one in negative, like that. Okay, so those are all the combinations. You can visualize that. So with this, I hope all the clippers and clamper circuits are over. You have to take the circuit diagrams and analyze them. Which diode is, all this operation is completely based on which diode is on, which diode is off, and so on. Once you decide which is on, which is off, then output voltages is equal to the voltages across the parallel combination. Okay. So in this case, ideal diodes, if you use it, I am getting just output voltage is equal to the reference voltages. But if you are using practical diode, then the constant voltage model you have to take, and the cut-in voltages are also added to the reference voltages. So you will be having the output voltage not exactly equal to VR2 or VR1s. It will be just added with some cut-in voltage, added or subtracted with cut-in voltage, depending upon the polarities of both the batteries. Okay. So that is about the ideal cases and practical cases. Both you have to analyze, and you have to identify the circuit diagram with name. For the given circuit diagram, you have to plot input output waveforms, then the transfer characteristic graph, transfer characteristic equations, and all those things. Any one of them are given. 5 things I told, right? Name, circuit diagram, input output waveforms, transfer characteristic equations, and transfer characteristic plot. So any one of these 5 are given, the other 4 you have to arrive it. Okay, so that is what is the conclusion. So with this we'll stop here.